And roll 'em. Hey everybody, what's going on out there? I want to show you a little picture of something. Now we're going to look at this picture all together. Has anybody ever seen that picture? We all know what that says. Can you read it? MH370. Okay? This whole sign over here. But if you really take a look, why don't we look over here? H, but it looks like an NL38. CH, 38, Christ heaven. Not only is 38, but the 8 is now replaced by the F. It becomes F and H together because of Chaldean. How Chaldean locks things up. Chaldean, somehow, I'm not sure which way to go with Chaldean, but do you see the way these papers are being held on here? Well, this is Chaldean. Okay? This is Chaldean. This would actually go in a circle. And it'd be the outside cobweb that would hold the ring. Do you know why it would hold the ring? Because of 835. 835, hockey and Chaldean skating on ice all go together. Why? Because the ring, center position 5, is it counted as the 5 is the whole? Or the whole is the O for the 0 that we all say, in which the ring is the rim, the ring. Area 5 is I put my dart right here. This dart is 9, okay? It goes right here. This is 1 and 5, okay? I'm thinking it's diameter, 1 and 5. The dart goes in between as this finger, and then you play the fingers 2 and 4 on each hand. 2 and 4. Have you ever tried to? We can't even do this. We can't do this. We don't use this as a sign, do we? Some of us do. What are we doing? A little bit of American League baseball. We have the designated hitter, which only shows up in April until August. 4 and 8 is manned space invaders. That plane that went missing has Las Vegas written all over it. It's up in lights. When I see different numbers and different designs, I see different images. So if we take this, right? Look, here's an L for the Las Vegas. L, V, right? Aren't these two V wings? Which way do you want me to turn this? Well, why don't we just look at this? It's a number 4. See that? Number 4? Well, how can I do that? Number 4. You see number 4? Okay. Then it can look like what? What is it? There's another design in here. But wait, you see this? D-L-E-H-W. Weld. This here upside down says weld. It no longer says 37. But 376, if 0 is 6, that says the soul, and it also says water. Okay, 67. 13 equals 4. A, B, C, D, H, D. Everything's in HD, 3D, Las Vegas, my friends. LV. Another thing I wanted to mention, where was it I was talking about? Yes, inside of memory, 512, it's the only thing missing, okay, is 3 and 4. So when we have the rim of my cup, and Chaldean is holding everything around it, but the dart itself. The dart itself is the element. So if I'm talking about this as number 5, okay, as 8 and 5, or 8 and 4, HD, Hoover Dam. Harley Davidson, the orange sun, the orange lights that shine within the night of the plane that went missing, if you want to look at it that way. Orange is a mixture of red and yellow. I didn't check out to see what color was on the planes, okay? Number 92. We're not going to talk about 370 because 3 times 70 is 210. And 210 has to be counting up the first moon. We have to count the first moon. Why? Because when you count the first moon all the way to 19, 19 is the first number that's on the other side. It means you're connected to the moon from this side, and you've connected into the moon, but not out of the moon. So you have from 0 to S is 19 equals to 190. 1 plus 19 equals 20 equals 210. Half of that is 105, touching the hand of God. This plane is not missing. This plane has been this plane has been displaced. It's missing because we don't know where it is, and they're making this whole big thing about it. But for where it is, and for the people that know where it is, on that side, it's not missing. It's missing for this side, but it's not missing for that side. And soul of the plane, number 70, that says water. Okay, that says water. And gateway, Hoover Dam, HD, Dam, and H and H always brings in G and H. Sometimes it's just silent. HIGH, where the 9 passes between the 2 8s of the 7th gate. Did we open it up again? Hoover Dam. Child, 3 and 4 within the word, ACDC. What was I going to bring into this next word? I wanted to bring in, where was it? It was right over here. The DLEHW. And if you really look at it backwards, it says WELD, okay? WELD, okay? This is 3 and 4. This is 3, 4, and 5. 3, 4, 5, and 8. I don't remember which number this one is over here. But at the same time, we can call this I and 3. 1 and 3 is AC. ACDEL, LED delay. Hoover Dam, okay, right here. Number 93 is the highway that goes above, okay? 73, 93, it's the same thing. It's 2 ends of a cherry. Where do we get that? Right here. 37 is here, 39 is here. In roulette, 17 and 20 are right here, okay? And then you have 18 and 21, okay? 7th inning stretch. Again, number 7 goes with Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam. 93. What number train? What is the train that's being hit? And don't forget, we do not see as eyes in this world. If they do not program us to see with what we see, then why do the animals of the sea see under the water? Why can a wolf hear and call for miles when we open our big traps and really only bull comes out and no one actually hears us besides that vibration? In the animal world, every noise and vibration means something. But in this world, it's almost like a waste of time. So I'm showing you that within this plane here, okay, it shows you the number of the sun, love, and the rented space. This is blue space, 4 and 6, okay? It's the blue space. It has, what does the blue space have to do? The space we take in this world, it comes with a 40, so 40 becomes 46. Then they both become yellow. And then after we got the switch to pull, in which they show me the 4 and 12 will turn purple, okay, which we will connect 4 to 12 because we connect the light. 1 and 6, we connect the light. I forgot to mention this, that I bought something today, 454 grams was 16 ounces. Well, now we know the sun that lights up man's house is 116, and 16 is exactly what it is. There's only 116. How many 16s do you know? It comes in P. It counts for 613. You got the extra point. You got 3 points if you want to get a field goal. You can't get the 2 points because that means you got to get your own self. You're 2. When we take 1, I want to show you what 1 does. Look what happens to 1. This 1 divided 2 sides. It automatically became half of 1. 1 is whole, creating 2 halves, making it 1.5, equaling to the value of the 0 as the 15th letter. 1 and 5 equals 6 of man, because without this, man never stands divided. D and D on each side, which is 4 and 4 squared. Let's go play pool and bring out the P and H again. P and H, 4 and 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 4 times 4 is 16. P and H, we're coming to the time of the Israelis where they have chosen to bring the pH into this world. I need to know more about pH and TCH and what they're from boobling with us. Does that make sense? You know, I was at Walmart today. Don't like to do any publicity. And it was amazing. I see a lot of people, guys my age, so out of shape. And I'm saying to myself, well, it doesn't really matter. You're a smart guy, Ron. You just can, what's the difference what shape you're in? In this world, I want to try and do what Matrix does. I want to say lean and mean. Oh, you can all do what you want. But I get that feeling. You know when Matrix moves and he swerves, and if you can feel your bones in your body moving into the area that you're at, you feel the dance so much more. That's why these spiritual people can actually feel so much more, especially when the girls, when they go out to dance, they can actually filter out one world for the second world. And when you feel your skin, okay, when you feel your skin, when you feel your bones move in your skin and how they shape the exterior of your bones to your design. Anyways, let me mention this one more. What numbers do we want? If I take 3 and 7, Do you know 3 and 7 in numbers is both 11, 11? It's also the 7th and 8th number after 3.14159265. White, 7 and 3. These two numbers over here, 7 and 8, the 7th gateway. Number 6 equals to a total of 52. That's right, SIX equals 52. And if you're not a Roman, and if you were a Roman, you take a look and you go, 52? No. The Roman would see 9. He'd see a 5 and a 9, the Roman. Everybody else. See, 6 is 19. I is 9, 28, X 24 equals 52. SIX connects to piano keyboard at center C. 24 from one side, 28 from the other. One hits it on center C, the other's on D. 2 thumbs between C and D, it's ready to play. But it's not the first C. I think it's the 3rd C. So it's actually starting on U. Unless it's starting on X, because it's the 24th letter, and the 24th letter is X. So what is it in Chaldean? Let's not go there right now. Let me show you that the same number of the Twin Towers and the same number of this plane that went missing, 108. One World of Love, 162. 162 is the Venus world, and it's a choice, again, of Saturn. And Saturn, I don't know why. I don't know if it's purposely done or I'm just a little not here in the head, but that's Hoover Dam. A crack in the brick, one brick falls, another brick on the wall. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know where to go next. So this plane had 239 people, so that's where I got the 54. So now if we take 239 and add 37, we got 276. 276. Wow, my birthday. That'd be really freaky because that's the time something else is supposed to happen. And you know what brings me to, I just want to say something. It's not really fair that I do this, but I'm going to do this. But if you go back, I guess, to the beginning of February, I mentioned something's going to happen around the 8th of March. But it's the reason for that is because Electric Company, which is also Hoover Dam, is also part of Chaldean, and it's also part of the month of March 3. The 7th gate is March 3. Okay, then we get to the 8th day. The 8th day is F, so we have FG. EF11, GE, okay, which would be 12 and 11. That would be number 23, something of creation, and it's creation heaven. 3 and 8 in the Pythagorean world, or in the numerological world, it's 3 and 8. It's also Canadians hockey, okay, and I wanted to show you about hockey. Chaldean, it's 57, 32, 51, 512 memory, 512 memory. Creation within man's mind. 5, 7, and 3, this is the gun. This gun, okay, is right over Las Vegas and Hoover Dam, this gun right here. Okay, well, Idaho's over here. Las Vegas, I'd say, was over here. Utah. Now, if I start playing with the letters of Utah, the hut. Why is it a hut? Because when you're playing football, it's hut, 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 hut. But if you're praying in Hebrew, it's a chata, 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 chat. And if you're Greek, they go chata. What is it with this chat? You know what's funny? The C sounds like a great C, but when you put an H next to it, it's a cha. Arctic char. The church. So we get hockey that I just wanted to show you in here. Okay. Here's the gun, and here's the 512 memory, or the 2 moons, Mars, Mars. Is it icy Mars? Is that what it's all about? You see the way these two fit in together? Chaldean, how they slip into each other with Chaldean? See, it shows, Chaldean shows this is the perimeter of your 6, and this is the 7th gate, which would be in the center, maybe a gateway that would open up. That's why an X, when you fold the X in like a scissors, it opens and closes. I wanted to do one thing on the word I, okay? 5 plus 25 plus 5, which is 255. And again, the I is a gateway of some sort. And not only that, I started writing I down for the first time in I don't know how long. And all of a sudden, a commercial comes onto my YouTube account, and it's talking about your eyes. So the total of the I is 35. And again, it's Electric Company. Your eyes only can see what the vibration is toned made for your eyes to pick up inside this matrix world. What your human beings you just see, there's a way we see and a reason we see, and it's all down there medically. They know all these answers. So 35 for eye, okay, which are all red inside roulette. So they're all working. Nothing's fake about this. You know, it's not like the skin that's holding you up. It equals to 35. And when you put one bet inside of roulette, okay, that roulette board will pay 35. Did you know in roulette, almost every number equals to 8? It pays, when you make a bet, okay, of a row of in the center row, in the center dot, you bet right on a number, 35 to 1, 8. In between the numbers, 17 to 1, 8. In the four corners of the number, 8 to 1, 888. HT, hot. So we have the I at 35, but we have to multiply it by 3. So the I becomes 105, now it becomes the I of God. But now we have to take the I of 35, because it's the total of 35, and we have to reduce it to 70. And that's the plane that went down. Man did that. But now we have to take 70 and minus 35 again from 70, and now we're back to electric company. So this plane that went missing, okay, has to do with electric company. Why do I do this? Here's the way it goes. The first count is 35, okay? The second, excuse me, I'm going to do it two ways, okay? The first count is 35. I multiply it by 3 is 105. Then what I do is, because one of the ways that I do it, I must minus from it. You add it all up together, but not everything comes together, okay? This becomes 35, but I should really do it the other way. So now you take 35 and you multiply it by 3 is 105. Now you got a hole. Now you want to make sure you have one piece for area 1 and 2 pieces for area 2. 35 and 35 is 70, and 35 from the center. Okay, so the center would be able to eat off 35 of 2 sides, which would be 17 and 18. But I'm going to show you that in a minute. So what happens, okay, is the totality would be 105. You take 35 and 70 is 105. Okay, one goes in the center at 35, 35 gets split up between 2 sides because you have 2 eyes. Now take away 35 of your center from here and you're left with 35. We're back to electric company. When we bring it back up, 7, 5, and 5 is 17, and 35 is 52, times 3 is 156. I'm going to show you a few ways to do this. Is 156. Take away 104 because you take away 52, one of them. 48 is for the space. Okay? Now I'm going to do one more of them. Now the next one I'm going to do is 35 times 3 is 105 plus 17 equals 122. 122. Okay, but now I take this over here and I take the 17 off of this one over here and it becomes 88. 88, 98, 105. Okay, this became 122 and 88. Both of them say Mayan. 88 says Herbert Hoover, Hoover Dam. 67, 76, because the 0 will equal 6 equals water. It's something about water, and I said it would happen on the 8th. The chicken gives birth on the 21st, and we had to change it a month. The first free month of the year begins in April, and it's the month of the fish. Why is it the month of the fish? Because that's what they say. April Fools is Fish Day. So I just call that whole month fish. Why? Because this vibrancy of what I do, okay, is I read inside my emotions. What I see because of my emotions, how they feel, where they direct me. And that's why when I say fish, it's about me because it's my story. I am telling the story of how I feel, and I have to tell you where I get it from. Doesn't matter if it's bull to you. Because your story is your story when you hear it, how you make it up, how you take it and you tell it back to me with whatever power in your voice that you use. If you're angry or not, can't do any more of them. Just listen. But if you want to add to your story and make it strong, that's fantastic. But don't make anybody buy it. unless you're going to explain it. Don't push anything on anybody. Just tell your story. Your story is a box. It's an entity. Look into the entity and you tell the story because you were there living it. But when you read back the story, you can't get mad at anybody. It's just a story, but you can get mad inside the situation and say, you see, that's the way it was. I was mad. Boy, was I mad. Boy. So we have the I. Now, I took this I, and 122 is Mayan in a leap year. If it's a leap year, that means if man was born on the 6th day, this becomes that leap year. Number 4 is all you need for the entity. 4 and 6, because it's 4 that wraps around 4 of 2 of Venus, where the dots are in a different place. Don't forget the dots on the dice is what I'm talking about. And it's the Venus world, the world of the spirit and the soul inside your own head. Don't you see my head is coming back to its old form again. I'm coming back into a reptilian or whatever I was before. They made these. Hey, you got a dog? Well, your dog should meet my dog. I bark pretty well, and here's my hell. Here's my hell mutt. If you don't see my face, I'm okay. If you don't ever see my face, I am good forever. But the minute you see a face, you don't forget. The other thing I just wanted to show is differences for angles. 11 and 11, 2 different ways. But you see these cuts that are in each one? I'm thinking that every single razor blade has a value of 8. Why? Because the only reason I put this line through it is because I attached 2 squares. 2 squares together on an angle will create an 8. And that's what these lines all keep creating. Every time you see these moving lines, it's 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. 8 must be holding the circle of 5 because Cialdini says C&H, and C&H is Canadians hockey, 24 Stanley Cups. 3 times 8 is 24 for the 24 Stanley Cups, C&H for the Canadians hockey. Guy Lafleur is number 10. He was the flower, and that's what they say we wear on our head, 8 and 2. Same flower we bring around so the petals will be able to, the information about that. Don't forget, we're all about 3 and 4, Earth and Mars, and 512 memory is missing 3 and 4. 6, 7, and 8 go together. 1 into 2 becomes 12. We don't have to start anywhere else. Let's start with the first wing. 12 is the first wing. 15 is the second wing. H, 8. You don't live in man's body, but you live in the 8 world. You live in the 8 world, and the 8 world lives in you. Something like that. Can I say that? I live in the 8 worlds, and no, my 5'9" has its own setup. So my 5'9" has everything from A to Z. Oh, I don't know. I got to get out of this video. So we did the I, and the I mentioned 122 and 88. That's 210. That's 2020 world. Again, we're back to electric company, the I. We're back to 148. We're back to 88, that I, and the hockey and the center ice and the spider web. W.E.B. is 552, the web, and wow, how can I say it any more than that? That plane that went down, that 370 plane. Let me see. I'm looking at what they held up. Oh, look at this. At the end of this picture, oh, you got to see this. Oh my God, no. Hold on a second. Hold on. You got to see this. Look at this. Did I not say yellow? Did I not say yellow and green, lime and lemon? Did I not say lime and lemon? Oh my God, that's so crazy. That's so crazy. And another thing, I was starting to write you, Jen, about the Cialdini and the reason for the 7 of Oz and ounces, 454, okay? And ounces as O and Z, as O is now 7 and Z is 7 for the OZ, for the ounce of light of 454 for the Son of Man. And you can almost say that 77 is also a factor, okay, of 21. 77 is also a factor of 43. 77 is also a factor of 61. It's how we put things together to recreate. If you want to have number flight 370, the 7 in the 7 world becomes a 0. The 3 becomes a 4. It becomes 40, and the last number will become a 7. It'll be 407 instead of 370. If you bring it into the secondary world of the 10 worlds, you'll now put 730 instead of the number you have. And if you bring it to the 13 world, okay, you'll put 164. And 164, okay, is the Federation. That means the Earth Federation took that plane and put it somewhere. And only because I know of all this garbage that's been going on forever, only because I know about all this garbage that's been going on, I can't believe anything. I turn it all around. It doesn't matter. My objective is to make everything, whatever it is, make it something else. That's it. Then whoever watches this takes it in their hand and say, it's worth nothing. And this guy will say, oh, I get an idea from this. It's all about getting the singular idea. 100,000 people watch this video. 2 people get an idea that teach the whole world something new. It only takes 1 to change everything and everyone. When the point is proven politically, numerologically, and it works. Is that always it? It works. So we brought it out to the 13 world. Now 3 and 7, okay, on low shoe. 3, 7, and O, you do have to know that the O creates a connection between 7 and O. It creates an 8 on your telephone. 3 and 7 creates a line. So it actually creates the L again. Oh my God, I keep seeing Las Vegas. That's all I keep seeing. Water, Las Vegas. And the 2 other places I like to mention is the Great Lakes. Watch out for that above the heights over there, just below Calgary. There's just so many things. I'm trying to see where I should go next, because you can do anything. Oh God, I didn't even do this. If you want to get 7, let's do 7. Tuesday and Friday. Okay. Why is that 7? Because it's the 2nd day of the week and it's the 5th day of the week. Tuesday and Friday is the 2nd day of the week and Friday is the 5th day of the week. Unless you start on Sunday, where Monday is 2, okay, and Thursday is 5. So now we got to calculate that. And what are we going to do? I got a whole bunch of stuff. I got something even new I was doing. ROAS, Opera, ARPO, SAOR. Now what I'm going to do is I've calculated all those to be the passage of man, okay, 6 and 8, okay. That means Neptune and Saturn, they're moving something. ROAS, okay. The road has it that the spirit, the opera, the sound, the movement, okay, of the conductor of the train, the sailors of the sky. We move up the 376. 3 times 7 times 6. We move through a passage right now. They're sounding off the bells already. That's what I can see. Then I said Oprah, Harpo, Winfrey. Oprah, Opera, Winfrey. What is that? What's going on with her? Because there's something going on with her. Whatever she's doing right now, it's part of this whole show. Whether she wanted to do it or not, it doesn't matter. She gets sold on it. She gets paid. She gets manipulated. She has no idea what's going on. And then whatever has to get through all becomes lost in translation. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus, Catal. Anybody know what this is? When you go like, is that a check mark or a J? I mean, for my name, for an R, you got to go this and like this and like this. I mean, you know, when you design, look, watch this. Looks like a 2-1, didn't it? But I actually wrote R. That's why maybe R is number 2. Anyways, I got to be quiet now. Thank you for watching. Raphael 7286 in a constellation of Pegasus. Thank you.